Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 596. And in this episode, we're going to be doing a live, or I say live, it's being broadcasted live right now, but if you're listening to this on the podcast, of course, it is the replay. But you can join us on youtube.com/Joseph Clough. But as I was about to say, this is going to be a hypnosis session, which is all about releasing procrastination and simultaneously getting motivation. Now, you may notice, if you've listened to it already, on episode 595, we went into the conscious aspect. I'm a big believer it shouldn't just be unconscious transformation. We got to level up all aspects of our mind, the conscious mind, the unconscious mind. So even with my system, my main program, it's very much of a two-part process. We have modules, we have coaching, we have one-to-ones, we have custom. It's like a full-in system. But we make sure anyone we choose to enroll into our program that we get the conscious mind stuff, the conscious stuff done. We need that because that means you're getting rapport of your unconscious mind. So please go ahead and watch that or listen to the previous episode, 595, and that means you get it. But as a small little roundup, there's what we discussed. We really understood that our motivation comes from like the beginning part of our values, because our values are the things which are important to us. They're the things which drive us forward. If you have a higher value for money or a higher value for family or career, the chances are you are going to be more career orientated or more family orientated or money orientated. So it's important to know that our motivation is a byproduct. It's a byproduct of our values. But another aspect will be, and this is going to be key for you, it's going to be about your identity. Your beliefs will dictate your actions. Remember that. Your beliefs will dictate your actions. In other words, the things that you do. If you have a low limiting belief and esteem, the chances are your output will be pretty limited because you don't believe in yourself. So why do it? And you will self-sabotage, you will procrastinate. Not for everyone, but most of the time, there may be a limiting belief. So although this hypnosis session is going to be wonderful for your motivation, for working on your procrastination, it is also important to realize that you've got to get to the hidden cause of your issue. Everyone's going to be unique with this, right? I only work with certain root causes. Like, that's what I do. I know what I can resolve. Well, I can resolve lots of things, but it's really what I'm most passionate about. And once I find that within my clients, I can then let go of the issue super quickly. I don't want to work on symptoms. I want to work on the root cause. So be sure to know that your identity may be having an effect on your output or your lack of output. And one of the things that we covered was we might be in no man's land. And what I mean by that is we might be like, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week, it'll be okay. It's like that easy but uncomfortable place. Well, you got to get a little bit more pain in your life if you want to get going. So you want to realize why it's important. What will happen if you don't change? That's a scary thought. I don't like that thought, but I've got to be aware of it. I need to have some consequence to my lack of doing. And on the same notion, I want to realize why I want what I want so I get motivated, which means I'm not living in that middle land. I'm like, I want to get out of pain. I want to get into pleasure. So you need to expand both of those. The other thing we said was getting small wins can be very, very important to avoid overwhelm. You write down the type of things that maybe get it, what you need to get done, whether it be a big goal or whether it be a small goal. If you write down the things you need to get done and then realize that I can only allocate so much time per one, I'm going to go for the big one if I can. But if I'm intimidated by it because my limiting belief about myself is going to self-sabotage that big goal, I'm going to look for the small wins, the quick wins to get some momentum. So realize sometimes you're getting the small things out the way will give you more belief for that big goal and actually free things off your plate. And then finally, or one of the final things was discipline creates freedom. Okay, discipline creates freedom. It sounds very counterintuitive, but it's true. The discipline you get here and now will actually create you the freedom in the future. But go and watch or listen to the previous episode, because I go a lot more deeper into it, and I think that'll be of great value, but we will be including that within the hypnosis session as well. And the last aspect was remembering the end goal, right? What is the successful completion? What will it make you feel like? Most people hesitate because they're focusing on all the things they gotta do. That clouds our vision. There's too many things, too many steps, and it makes us feel like I cannot do it. But if you go ahead and hallucinate the end outcome in your mind, the successful completion, and go and live in those feelings, you'll be like, actually, unconsciously, I want to get there. So you're pre-teaching and leading your unconscious mind to get to that outcome. But as I said, go ahead, listen to episode 595, and you'll get a deeper, more detailed experience of that. And if you did listen to it, then that's been your recap or refresher for this session. As I have always say before any hypnosis session, we want to make sure we're not doing anything. You're not driving, you're not looking after the kids or doing anything like that. You're not operating machinery, you're just in a place of calm and quietness. And here's why. If you're doing other things, you are not honoring your transformation. You're saying to yourself that these other things I've got to be doing right now are more important than your freedom. And that's not the best way to go into a hypnosis session, because you're literally saying you are not prioritizing your emotional freedom. So make sure you're in a nice, calm, quiet place, and therefore we can go into a nice trance. So with that, I'm going to presume you're there. And if you're ready to start letting go of procrastination and going into more drive and motivation, let's go ahead and do it right now. Okay, for everyone right here in the live chat, I need to quickly change my audio, and therefore we'll get going. And I've stopped the recording of my device, but there's your time for feedback, because I would love to know if you can hear a difference in my voice if I just change this. I'm getting that weird feedback again already. One second. Okay, let's see. Here we go, here we go. This should be a little bit of echo in your ears. Should have just kicked in. And if it didn't, it'll be okay. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You don't need reverb. I think it's there. I can hear it in my ear. But I think it is now time, if you just let me know quickly as well. Cool. Thank you, Alison. Thank you, Christine. Let's go into... Looks like I'm talking from the sky. Yeah. Let's go for this one. Thank you, Timothy, as well. So, we are now recording again for the podcast. So go ahead and get yourself in a nice, comfortable position. Close your eyes and be here now. That's it. Allow yourself this opportunity to grow, to change and transform. so you can begin to live the life that you desire. That's it. Relax. You see, you can relax while you learn, and learn while you relax. It's all within you. So with your eyes closed, breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. That's it. And as you relax, I'm going to start to count down from 10 down to 0. And with each number, you can feel more relaxed, more at ease. That's it. You see, my voice can go with you into trance. You can listen. You can drift, dream. Whatever your experience is just perfect. So let's go ahead and deepen the comfort. Down from 10, down to 9. That's it. Relax. Where even the effort soon may be too much effort to even consider how your hands, your arms, or how your fingers are positioned. It's easier to just let go. Allow your unconscious mind, at the back of the mind, to listen, to learn, to assume responsibility in guiding, in directing your awareness to where it needs to go. And remember, really remember, you will only take on things that I say that will keep you safe now and in the future. Down from 8, down to 7. Relax, learn, soften. You see, your muscles can soften with more ease and relaxation. To have more comfort. With each breath out, you relax. You see, it causes you to enjoy the feeling of letting go. All the ease and relaxation, softening each cell, each part of your neurology. That's it. Enjoy the comfort. And just relax. Down from 7, down to 6. It can feel good to be here. To allow your unconscious mind to assume responsibility in letting go of procrastination, to receive more motivation, more passion, more purpose. That's it. Down from 6, down to 5. feeling so relaxed, so at ease. Every muscle softening, relaxing, enjoying the peace that comes with transformation, enjoying the transformation that you desire and you deserve. Because it's all within you. It's within all of us. We just have to find, learn, grow to new levels of insights, of epiphanies that set you free. When you think about it, this is personal power. This is what we desire. To no longer be a passenger, but to be the driving force to your dreams, to your goals, to your outcomes. So relax down to 4. You can just be here in comfort, allowing more relaxation in. I wonder how much more relaxed you can feel. I wonder how good you can feel now while you transform, while you feel better than before, but not as much as in a moment, because it just means you can relax. It just means you can be here, enjoying the peace that is always present. Down from 4, down to 3, and relax more and more, easier and easier. Down to 2, wandering in the mind, in time and space, going within to change the inner world of you, to transform the outer. For when you change, the world changes that bit more. Down from 2 and relax, down to 1, feeling more comfort and ease, softening, lightening, relaxing right now. As you see 0 approaching, or just know or feel, you can go through it now, into this learning state. You, the unconscious mind, can go down into trance, to the right level, to yield the biggest transformation, the biggest epiphanies, the awakenings. You see, you, the unconscious mind, you can remember, really remember, that it's time to be done with procrastination, to remember why you are doing this, to be aware of the consequences, that it's so important to change as you relax, so important to transform, to get that goal, to live that dream. You see, where we can be, maybe feeling like our comfort zone, but to me, it's the comfort but is not really comfort. It's just familiar. It may be even uneasy. So let's remember that we are here to make things happen, to not be the passenger of life, to not be a product of your circumstance, but instead to allow life to be a product of what you choose to create. So remember what happens if we don't get what we want. It's okay to feel it if it moves us out of it. And also remember the positive as to why you are doing what you're doing. You, the unconscious mind, can remember this. You, the conscious mind, can explain this. You can guide your unconscious. You can tell it with all the love, but with all the drive. You are ready to make things happen. You see, it's easier to do nothing, but a long lifetime of nothing doesn't seem that easy. It seems too hard compared to making things happen and going through the challenge as a learning opportunity. That's it. The challenge is a learning opportunity. So remember, really remember, that you can take inspired action today. That's it, you can. And you, the unconscious mind and the conscious, you can consider that discipline creates freedom. The habit, the small things, the consistent things, that drives you forward. So from now on, you can be more consistent, because discipline is not a bad thing. It is saying that you value your goal and outcome, and you're going to make it happen. You are disciplined because it's important. For you can remember what it will be like in the future, having achieved your goals and dreams, and how good it feels to be there. That's it. The successful completion, not the things what we're about to do, but the end goal, the end outcome. That's what we remember. That can be the driving force. You see, you can learn along the way. You can learn in every moment. You can remember your unconscious mind is there to support you. So let's be a little bit more loving today. Let's shine a light on your unconscious to do a little bit more, to make things happen, to thrive, to shine. And I don't know about you, but you can imagine going up in your mind as if you're going up a mountain. With every step you move forward, you learn, you adjust. And imagine getting so high to the top of that peak, and it feels so good to be there. Breathing in the fresh air, seeing the scenes around you. You see, up here, you can look down upon that valley. You can see the things you need to get done. You can see any concerns or problems. But as you do, you roar down that I am making this happen. I am in charge of my life. For those problems I own. I solve them. I do what has to be done. Because I am the creator of my reality. I am the creator of my destiny. I assume responsibility. And it feels good. So decide, declare that I am gonna make this happen. I will do what has to be done. I will take responsibility. I will go all in. I will get the help. I will educate. I will learn. That's it. Decide and declare that I will make this happen today. In every moment. For this is all within you. That's it. This is your opportunity to shine. To be the example of what can be done. To do it. To feel good doing so. Remember, you're just getting better. It's not about the end goal right now. It's what you do in this moment. With that discipline to drive you forward. So thank your unconscious mind. That's it. And then when you are ready to make this happen, I am going to count from 1 to 5. So on 5, you'll be out of trance, ready to learn, ready to grow, and to go all in on your dreams. So 1, you become more and more alert. At 2, you breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. At 3, you begin to lightly stretch. At 4, you feel that bit more energized. And at 5, you can come all the way back to now. You can open your eyes, knowing you are on the cause side of the equation. That you assume responsibility. So let's make it happen. Right now. There we go. Welcome back. What did you learn? Did you enjoy the experience? And what I'll do as you consider that, I will end this episode. So I hope you enjoyed that hypnosis session. I really want to make sure that you get to where you want to be, and I really believe that when you take all the responsibility, you get discipline to create the freedom, you will be on your way to transform your life in the most profound way, because you deserve it. Now, of course, if you want my personal help in making the complete change, if you're a professional, if you are ready to make that change, you're ready to invest within yourself in a world-class, fully tailored and customized experience, go to josephclough.info/power. You get to watch a little masterclass to see if it resonates with you. If my words resonate with you, maybe we can work together and make that transformation all happen within 8 weeks if we know we can solve the issue. You got to be a good fit. You got to be ready to invest. It's the way it is. It is a business in creating freedom for you. So that is josephclough.info/power. And of course, you can always go ahead and listen to all these audios on the app, which is freehypnosis.app. And therefore you can download it on your phone via Android and also via Apple. You can transform in the day, you can transform in the night. You can create custom sessions, you can unlock the whole app for a very, very small one-time price at this moment. It might be going into a subscription basis in the future, but hey, get it right now, and therefore it's a one-time purchase. And of course, if you enjoy this, please rate and review, because that means you're supporting your show and supporting others in your life. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode, and I look forward to speaking to you on a future one. Many thanks and goodbye.